Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Sarah, this is Nick. We're a British couple who left the UK many years ago in search of something different. We bought a small village house in Andalucia and a little old van to take us and our 2 dogs on new adventures.
Over the last few years we've explored over 25 countries in our old van, but now, after receiving an incredible offer, we backpacked from southern Spain to northern Europe to collect a replacement home on wheels.
We've spent the last few months in Germany making the van our own with a little bit of travel in between. After finally getting our export plates, we left Germany and are on our way south. Join us in today's vlog back home in Andalucia where we have a special day to prepare for. We find out exactly what we need to do to import our van into Spain and we get reunited with an old friend. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the village here in Andalucia. Yes, we made it home. Today is a very exciting day because
look who it is!
It's Vinny! We're back in the old van. If he starts, and we're going on a little mission today, and the last time we were in this van was several months ago, and if you've been following along you'll know we had quite a few issues with the van. Keep your fingers crossed, anything could happen. Let's just hope that brake situation is resolved. I mean, we think it is, right?
So we need to do all the checks, coolant, oil, hopefully all the oil hasn't leaked out. Disconnected the battery because we weren't using him, so we didn't want the battery to go flat, so we're going to reconnect that and then hopefully he's going to start.
Left what we need here.
Clever.
Very clever. Oh, spark.
Any in him?
Oh yeah, loads.
Whoa, Vince, you little beauty.
Yep, that's okay. Brake fluid. Yeah. I think we're good to go. This is so weird, isn't it? Obviously this is the first time that we're going to start the van up and it just feels a little bit claustrophobic when we're used to obviously the bigger van. We're used to our new van Velton.
Not being nasty, but he feels a bit old. There's like little wires hanging down when we plug things in. This is obviously 20 years older. It all seems a bit dirty and a real engine. He's a tank, isn't he? He's like very mechanical. Just put the mirrors out. There's no electrics going on.
Right, come on then.
Weird. Right, here we go. How do you do this now? There's no automatic. I've got to actually learn how to drive again. Oh, and I've got an extra pedal. Oh!
Of course, we knew he was going to start first time.
You know he started as well. You know he started doing a rum. Here we go then. Oh! Oh God, that's heavy steering wheel.
Handbrake's off, it's just heavy like that.
The steering is so much heavier, it's unbelievable.
Listen to that. Oh, it feels so weird for so many reasons. We absolutely love this little old van. So many adventures, so many memories, and it just sounds like a van. He sounds like a tank.
It's funny, isn't it? I can't believe we've taken this van to like over 25 countries, all the way up to the Arctic Circle, all around Central Europe, up mountains, everywhere. This little old boy keeps on going, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he stops. The legends has stopped. Final check of air.
Have to check the tyre pressure, of course, and all the lights, because we are actually going further than just like 2 minutes down the road today.
A little bit low, but all right.
Yeah, a little bit. Only to be expected when he's been left in the really, really hot sun for a few months.
Some may say abandoned.
No, never. So you've been following along, you'll know that this van had an ongoing brake problem for ages. We changed quite a lot of the components. We changed the servo, the flexi brake hose, we reconditioned our caliper, and we still had an issue actually, and then we did some adjustments on the servo, the brake servo, and we think we may have fixed that problem, but we're not sure because we haven't done a really long drive since. So I guess today is like a bit of a test. Now today is Halloween, and even though we don't really celebrate Halloween, we thought it would be nice to get a pumpkin, and we can't get a pumpkin in the village. So we're driving to the coast, a good test for the van, and we're going to get a pumpkin, hopefully.
And it's also a very special day tomorrow. We're not going to say what it is, but we've also got to pick up some supplies for that. So it's not just a pumpkin, we've got to celebrate something as well tomorrow.
So we feel like we're in a little buggy off-roading. This road is actually quite bumpy and stuff, and you really feel every bump in Vinny. And back to normal, where we have a big queue of traffic behind us, overtaking us whenever they can. Feels good.
It does feel good. You feel like you're off-roading, bouncing up and down. The good thing about Vinny, unlike Velton, Vinny's quite high up at the front. He's got high clearance. Velton's very low at the front.
Yeah.
So Vinny, you feel like you can bounce around. You're not going to hit anything. He's loving it.
And folks, we have got an update on Velton, our other van, that we will be importing into Spain. We have got an update, but we'll talk to you about that a little bit later on in the video.
We haven't just forgotten about him, we've gone back to Vinny. As much fun as this is, but yeah, he's having a well-deserved rest. We did a lot of kilometres in a short space of time coming through France and Spain. So he's just chilling out at the other end of the village. We're taking our old boy, old friend, for a little test drive. Oh.
No heat.
No heat whatsoever.
We've done about 20 kilometres, I suppose, and so far so good. That is definitely not getting stuck on, and Vinny is driving like a dream.
Yeah, we just got up to pretty much 100 kilometres an hour, close to. Yeah, because we forgot that only this year we were back in the UK. Seems like a long time ago, but only this year we're back in the UK. And our friend Mick and Mad Mechanics tuned up the engine. His boys did a great job on it. We had quite a bit of work done, and his only issue has been the brakes. So if that's resolved,
then this van is just back to how he should be.
So far so good. Vinny's been driving like a dream, like a warrior, like a tank, like a 4x4.
That's about 50 kilometres?
50 kilometres to get here. Yeah, I wasn't going easy on him because I'm used to driving Velton, and we're going like 150 in places on the autobahns, only on the autobahns. But yeah, I've been driving him harder, and he's all good so far. Fingers crossed, touch wood.
And just check this again. Yeah, that's cold. That's cold. There's no heat. There's no smell.
Brilliant. Can't believe it.
So Nick's just taking the doggies for a quick walk before we go to the shops to find our pumpkin and other bits and bobs. And yeah, I just thought I'd have a little tidy up because look, he's looking at a bit of a mess. Obviously things swing open when you drive. We're not used to driving this van at the moment. The only thing that did happen when we left the van in the sun for a couple of months is anything what was velcroed, like our hula hoop shower, obviously that came down because the velcro just melts in the heat. Things like that as well. That was velcro, which had like our remote controls and I don't know, anything that was velcroed came off. But apart from that, the van he sat really well. He enjoyed his little time in the sun, and everything is as it should be. And we are so happy that we've just done this 50-kilometer drive and we don't have that brake issue. The van is fine, and hopefully Vinny is back to the Vinny that we all know and love. I reckon this will make the perfect office for Nick. He could just like work on the roof terrace.
Nice, but not that nice. Got what we came for. No peeking. That's it, guys. We've got all our supplies for Halloween tonight, even though we don't really celebrate.
We're not really celebrating. We had to get the pumpkin. It was our excuse to come to the coast, you see.
We're going to get creative with the pumpkins. Bit of fun though, isn't it? Watch a scary-ish movie. Sarah doesn't like them that much.
But tomorrow we have got a big thing. But we're not going to say what it is yet. We're just going to show you when it happens.
So as usual, we're back in Vinny.
What?
Sorry, I'm talking to the guys.
Sorry.
I'm having a conversation here.
What?
What?
It's so loud.
Just saying, as usual, back in Vinny, listening for sounds, and there's a funny little rattle. So we're just.
I think it might just be normal.
I can't hear it.
Do it
now.
again, but do it slowly. Wait. It's just that making a rattling sound. Do it again. One little loose bolt. It's just a loose bolt. We got any tools? Yeah, back to getting under here and doing cowboy jobs on every drive. This is for the leisure battery, but the leisure battery, the lithium battery's in the house. We took it all out while we were away. So this will get us home because we need to change some very rusty bolts. Otherwise this is like moving around. Yeah.
What do you expect? He's 32 years old.
Let's just test it now. Is that alright?
Doesn't he sound good though, guys? Doesn't he sound powerful?
I can't hear anything else. So the little old Vinster made it back to the village in one piece, just about. After the little cowboy job of tying him together to get him home, he made it. No, it was just like a little, you know, loose bolt. So we actually do need to go under the bonnet and clean everything, and inside and outside actually. Now he's now we think the brake problem is solved. Can you believe it? After all those months, it may just have been that little adjustment that, thanks to some of you, actually mentioned, not many, but some people mentioned adjusting that pin, and we had no idea what we were doing, but we adjusted it and it may have worked. But anyway, that's Vinny.
We're going to give him a bit of TLC now, yeah.
Definitely.
Now he's kind of fixed.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had a busy couple of days. We decorated the house for Halloween, not too much, but decorated the pumpkins, made it all atmospheric in here, watched the scary movie.
Yeah, Nick's pumpkins are so good, by the way. I was going to do one, he was going to do one. I was like, that's well good when he did his. You could do mine too, because I'm going to make it rubbish. So.
They don't last long though, do they? Like a day later, and then all the flies are coming in, they're looking all shriveled.
Yeah.
So we've got rid of them now, but the day after, or yesterday, was the big event. Wow, look at this.
Oh God, I'm going to trip over.
What's going on here?
Happy birthday to you. Oh.
Lizzie!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dizzy and Charlie.
Happy birthday to you. Shall I blow them out for you, Diz?
Birthday breakfast of sweet potato and sausages. Go on then, Diz. Go on, Charlie.
Oh, not going to
Dizzy.
touch the size. Dizzy, enjoy it.
Enjoy it. And yeah, he's going to
Savour it.
savour it. Good boy, Charlie's more calm.
Dizzy's a savage, isn't he?
Righty, you can have a little bit of cake before you get into your presents.
Oh, that looks nice. Look at that.
This is a dog-friendly cake, but I don't want to give him too much, just in case, you know. I don't want to give him too much at once.
That's nice, that does.
Isn't that nice?
Be quick to film Dizzy, don't you? You like that, Diz?
It's kind of like, it would be like health cake.
Mmm. Not bad. It's like bread. Bready sweet bread. Mmm.
Well then, you get yours. Which one's Charlie's? There you go, Charlie. It's always a little bit of a slow process, the present opening. You usually have to help them a little bit, but you got to do.
Give him a hand then. Give him a hand.
Dizzy's being a little bit naughty today. I have to let him off because it's his birthday.
We're not allowed to shout at him today, but he's been the worst behaved,
He's
spoiled
been
little bugger.
He's been running in here and like trying to grab the presents before it's time. Fits in a treat actually.
Oh, look at
Look
that.
at that.
Look at that. It's cool, isn't it? Little hood.
Yeah.
My Charlie's.
You can take him off in a minute because it is a bit warm today to be wearing a jumper.
How cool is that?
Sit down, man.
Yeah. Don't they look smart? That way. Go on. Oh, what's Charlie got? Is that little unicorn? What you got, Diz? Oh, a little giraffe.
Wow! Look at that, Charlie.
Look at that.
That's so
All they care about is the treats.
I think they quite like the bed once all the treats have gone, and then he'd nap from eating too many treats. Can you believe it? They've been with us almost 10 years now. We have... Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. So we need to tell you about Velton, the new van, and what's happening, and we have got a bit of an update for you as mentioned at the start of the video. But first we thought we would just share with you what happened when we got back, what happened since the last vlog. So in the last vlog we left you, I think, near Zaragoza, didn't we?
Yeah.
In northern Spain. So it was like a breeze driving back. The Spanish roads are so good, the motorways, you know, nice and quiet, and when you've got a van, a regular, normal kind of newish van, it's just an easy, nice drive, nice scenery, lovely. Anyway, so we thought, oh yes, get home now, you know, have a relaxed day or two before we, you know, unload the van and start moving on with things. But that didn't quite go to plan, did it?
No.
So we got back to the village.
Oh, I need to get home and have a shower.
But how weird is it to see Velton in our village? We're just like that. It's just weird. It doesn't look right in being here.
So weird, isn't it? I can't wait. I tell you what, I can't wait. There's more to get home or to get Vinny and drive him down here next to Velton.
I know, yeah. Let's go and see how Vinny's doing. I hope he's still there.
Ruined! Bloody ruined!
And yes, we had a little intruder. Someone had moved in. I'm calling him a squatter.
We have had a rat in the house before, but he did so much damage this time.
Oh, it was so annoying. Like, it's such a mess everywhere, and it stank. The house stank in the kitchen, like our Moroccan unit, we called it. It was so smelly. We washed it all down, cleared it all out. It still smelled, so we Osmo oiled it, varnished it, so now it's all good. I mean, we were meaning to do that for quite a while.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to, have to do that as soon as we got back. But it caused so much damage. Chewed some of our clothes up.
He just went around the whole house. We had to throw loads of materials away.
Yeah.
And jackets. Took 4 jackets. Nibbled at 4 jackets.
Yeah, I mean, it's an old house. It's an old village. These things happen. It was a really hot summer that we were away for most of it for. And, rats are going to come in. They're going to find their way in. We had quite a few ants as well when we got back. So we had to sort all of that out too. But yeah, we do have someone looking after the house, and they come in and, they collect our posts for us, they water our plants and just generally look after the house. But obviously little Ratty is hiding away. So if he hears any noise, he's going to keep quiet until they go again. So obviously our friend didn't have a clue that it was a rat causing destruction in the house. But anyways, we got him. We set him free. That was a bit of a sad story. We set him.
See, we caught him humanely. We didn't want to hurt him because he's just a creature trying to survive in this world like all of us. So we caught him, put him in a box carefully. We took him away from the houses, away from people's houses. We took him out of the village a little bit, and then we set him free in a little bit of wasteland kind of thing. He ran into the bushes, and then moments later a cat ran out
with the rat
in his mouth.
So we were just like, we couldn't look. We had to walk away. So it was a bit of a sad ending.
It's just nature though, isn't it? The cats have got to survive as well. So
so the first few days of getting back were just hectic because it took us like 24 hours or longer to find the rats. I mean, Charlie actually found him, and it was just the whole clearing up process. We did go through a load of our things. We had 2 bin bags full of stuff that we threw out, which was actually a good thing because we downsized on stuff that we don't need. So the rat did do us a favour in a way.
So it's taken us like 4 or 5 days to get sorted in the house, and now we're to get ready to get going with Velton and getting him legal. So we have made a few phone calls. We've been in contact with a company, not that company, another company, and we've sent all the photos of the exterior, interior, all the van documents to them. And from the initial conversation, things are looking quite positive.
Yeah, so we called them up and we weren't expecting good results from the phone call, to be honest with you. I think just because of what happened with the last company, we have not been overly positive about the whole situation. But the phone call was actually quite positive. That's all we're going to say. We're now waiting for them to give us a call back after they review the paperwork, and hopefully they can ask some questions for us with their engineer that they use. So keep your fingers crossed. We now know the whole process of what we need to do to get the van into Spain. And of course we know we have to empty everything out. We haven't started doing that yet because we're waiting for this company to get back to us, just in case we can leave some things in, i.e., maybe the floor can be left in, maybe even the fan, max light fan, the holes, we don't know. So
maybe the guy said you may have to remove it, you may be able to just take them out and put it through with just holes in the roof.
Yeah, so we're just waiting on confirmation from them, and then that's when we'll do take everything out.
But we've got an understanding now of the whole process, thanks to a lot of messages and emails that people have sent from their experience and giving some advice and stuff. And you guys probably aren't aware that we did actually import a British car into Spain
years and years ago. That was, I think, 2013 or something. We've done this process before of importing a UK car into Spain, and it was a long process, a bit tricky, but we did it, and we couldn't quite remember the steps we took. And it's a similar situation with this van, especially if we get it back to how it is, like factory built, if you like. It's going to be the same sort of process, isn't it?
So the process is, what we understand is there's kind of various stages of the process. Firstly, you need to go to an engineer and get them to do a report or a project. So they create a technical document, is what we did for the car. So they create a detailed document about all the specifics of the van. Then you need to go to the ITUV,
which is the MOT equivalent centre, test centre.
And then you take your project report from the engineer, and then they do a detailed inspection, check everything that's in the report, and then do a mechanical inspection of all the vehicle like you would at a general vehicle inspection.
And they turn around and say if it can be done or not, I think, at that stage.
We think, yeah.
I think.
And then they give you some documents and stuff, and then you need to go and pay the road tax. So you need to go to the town hall and pay the road tax and do all that sort of stuff. And then, sounds easy, doesn't it?
Once you've got the receipt of the fact that you've paid the tax, and then I think you get another appointment for the vehicle inspection.
So we're not 100% sure. I think then you go to the Traffico, the DGT, which is where they do the registration plates, and then you take
all of your documents and the receipt of you've paid the tax and things like that, and then you wait for the new registration documents. In Spain, it's quite difficult to do these things. I mean, not just because of the language barrier. Our Spanish is okay, but Spanish people use companies rather than going to get all this paperwork and doing things themselves. They use historias and things like that, because it is a complicated process.
And they're basically just historians, just sort out administrative stuff. So going to all the different offices and getting the paperwork and
make
stuff.
The phone calls and things like that. So this is what we'll be doing as well, rather than, you know, sorting out everything ourselves, hopefully, anyway. So that's where we're at. That's the basic process. And we are just now waiting to hear back from this company. And then we're going to start emptying the van. And we are glad to be home, and it is nice, and we are feeling positive about the van, and we are really happy that Vinny seems to be fixed with his little brake problem, and because
Vinny's going to be a little workhorse, because our village is quite on a hill. It's on a hill, it's got narrow streets, and we can't park Velton within the village, so he's kind of like on the outskirts. So Vinny's going to be the little workhorse. He's going to be driving to Velton, picking up stuff from Velton, and then driving close to the house so we can unload the stuff into the house, because that's what we've kind of decided. We've had offers of people's driveways. We in Portugal and Spain, we were considering that, but we're thinking if we've got to unload all the stuff out, it's going to be easier if it's in our house and we've cleared the space.
Keep everything here.
Yeah.
You know?
So stay tuned and follow us to see how we get on with the whole process.
Yeah. All right then, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you all next Thursday.
Make sure you're subscribed and all that jazz.
Yes. Follow us on socials for daily updates.
And hit that like button and notification bell so you don't miss a video.
Bye.
Bye.
It's absolutely chewed everything off completely.
Here's the different stages. Look, there's the different stages of the tennis ball.
Oh my God, he had a thing for tennis balls. How weird.